For more on this, we are joined by Congressman Louie Gohmert. He's a Republican on the Judiciary Committee, and you're from the great state of Texas.
Yes,
just down there for Super Bowl. You guys throw a good party.
Well, the whole state was having a good time.
Yeah. Well, let me ask you about this, about Senator John McCain's comments and saying, you know, I don't believe this was a success, this raid in Yemen. General Mattis, the Secretary of Defense, said it was a, quote, winning mission. What do you think about John McCain's comments?
Well, you got to understand, you know, yes, he was a war hero. He served honorably. He suffered worse than any American should ever have to suffer as a POW, especially those 3 years in the Hanoi Hilton.
However.
But that doesn't give you the right to go create problems for other members. And actually,
how does that create problems for other members of the military?
Well, when you say this was not a success, you are hurting the morale of the United States military. When you lose a military member, for those of us, and I know McCain is too, but he's probably been to a lot more funerals than I have, but when you go to funerals of service members and you've had a senator say, you know, basically he died in a failed attempt, that's not very helpful to the good order and discipline of the military.
So, sir, but again, you then agree with the president, because the president tweeted about this, and
absolutely.
He said that he believes that comments that John McCain made embolden the enemy.
Right, but as my late mother used to say, just consider the source. I mean, this is the same guy, after 30 million Egyptians rose up and said, we don't want a Muslim brother dictator, and the largest peaceful rally in history of any kind of rally, 30 out of 90 million people. He flies over there and says, no, put the Muslim brother back in. You know, this is a guy that was on his way to being a complete dictator. So, and he said, you know, he supported the wrong sides. He wanted us to bomb a side out of existence.
Is it a healthy conversation, though, to be able to have these kinds of disagreements about what kind of military operations are working and what kind of military operations may not be working?
Not right after they happen. Not
Too
right
soon.
after that. Yeah. You know, might as well have had him at the funeral standing up in front of the family and saying, this was worthless. You guys did a terrible job. You know, this is not the time. I have disagreements with people, but right around the time they're killed, you don't go out and just, especially somebody gave their lives for their countries.
Well, Chuck Schumer has been coming out in defense of Senator John McCain. They're sort of buddies of sorts and talking about Russia and sanctions and other things, coming to the side, seeming to try to exploit a fissure between Republicans.
Yeah, well, no, I think the big mistake Trump made is when he came out and endorsed McCain, but that's all behind us now.
All right, sir. Great to see you. Congressman Louie Gohmert, Republican of Texas.
Always great to see you.
All right, we'll see you again real soon.